I'm Tim. Welcome to my stream. This is a stream of my workouts for the year, doing a body transformation. The thing that sets my body transformation apart from others is that I'm not using any sort of supplements, so I'm not taking any sort of like protein powders, protein mix, creatine, BCAAs, pre-workout, nothing extra. Just trying to see if I can get all of my nutrients from the food that I eat. Excuse me. Great. Great start there. I'm just trying to see if I can get all my nutrients from the food that I eat. I'm not opposed to supplements. I've taken them in the past. I think they work great. Just don't know if they're entirely necessary for me to hit my current goals. And the secondary reason is that one of my kids started preschool, and preschool is expensive. So cutting out supplements saves me at least $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. And in this economy, every little bit helps. So today I'm going to be doing shoulders. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know how well this exercise is gonna go. My back is still bothering me a little bit, my lower back. So hopefully I can get through this. If I can't, I'll just change it up to something else. But we're gonna give it our best shot. That's all we can do. We're gonna start with lateral raise. And warm up with 10 pounds. I got started very late today, and this time it's my fault. I can't blame my kids. Just to not wake up. I put my phone. I have a side table where I normally have my phone, and I have like some shorts that I wore yesterday that didn't get dirty. I had them folded and put on top of my side table. And I put my phone on that, and I don't use I use the vibrate as the alarm. I don't have the sound, so I don't wake up my wife when my alarm goes off. So it's a little quieter. And because it was like on top of those shorts, I just didn't hear it very well. So a little late waking up, but that's okay. I'm here now. Hold on a second. Allergies are bothering me this morning. Hope everyone's having a good day out there. Stay on, man. All right. Warm up is done. I moved to 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. I think one of the hard things about working out, no, it's not too hard, but just is making sure that you give yourself an adequate time in between each set for your muscles to recover for the next set, but then not so much time. Gotta find that balance. I was watching The Boys season 4 last night, like right before bed, and it definitely gave me some weird dreams. It's always fun. Oh, always fun to see how your choices during the day influence your dreams at night. I said before, I do a lot of dreaming. I like to try and analyze my dreams. Either figure out why I was dreaming about a certain thing, or what does the dream represent to me. Are there any lessons to take from the dreams? I think for a realm like a dream world that we know so very little about, I think it's weird to me when people don't take a greater interest in their dreams. I always think it's interesting when you see people like you haven't seen for years in your dreams. Saw some people last night in my dreams I haven't seen for a long time. my back doesn't feel bad doing this, so that's good. I'm glad I can at least make it through this portion of the exercise. We'll see about maybe do a shoulder press after this. As long as I keep my back straight and don't let it arch too much, I think I'll be fine. It's just annoying. Like I irritated it randomly while doing deadlift on Friday. And then the weekend, I injured it more by jumping off of stuff. It's annoying because if I jump straight up in the air and I land and my back is arching back just a little bit, it'll jack my back up. I have to like land perfect. And it was already hurt, so I was like cleaning my truck and like jumped down from the back a couple of times, and every time I did, it just sent like shooting pain through my back. Very frustrating. All right, last set. The last set for 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. So that's the second week in a row I've been able to finish the 5 sets of 15 with 20 pounds, which means next week I will move into doing the 25 pounds for sets of 15. Right now I'm going to be going down the ladder and doing 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms. Trying to squeeze the last little bit out of the muscle group. I'm excited about making it through the 20s. That was rough. Starting with the sets of 15. going to sets of 15 definitely changed things a bit. So like for the past like year and a half or so, I've gotten into cooking steaks, and I love cooking steaks. Like it's definitely nice, nice source of protein. But I don't know a lot about it, and I'm kind of just stumbling through the process. But this last week, I saw a steak for sale, and there were two of them, and they looked really good. I was like, cool, I'll buy those steaks. And I cook them in my oven. Or I sear them on with a skillet, then I cook them in the oven. And I guess I just picked the wrong steak for that because I picked a round steak, and that it came out horribly. None of my family could eat it. It was too tough for my kids. My wife wasn't interested, so I muscled down a steak and 3/4 of the other one in 2 days' time. I think I've got enough beef to last me the rest of the week in my stomach. But that was rough. But it was a good lesson in cooking steak. Some steak you just can't cook that way. It was rough. All right, time for the shoulder press. Like I said kind of in my intro, this is the part that's going to be rough. I need to be super careful with my back. It's already really not happy with me. I'm going to add to it. And sometimes when I do shoulder press, I gotta fight the tendency to arch a little bit with the heavier weights. See how this goes. So we're warming up with the 10 pounds. All of my muscles are pretty warm already. It's definitely good to use a lighter weight before each exercise. Give myself a chance to see how it's going, how my body feels. Let's go. Now 20 pounds. All right. I gotta change up my weight to my dumbbells to the 40-pound dumbbells. Got 4th of July this week. Celebrating Independence Day. I'm gonna go see some fireworks. It's always fun. Looking forward to that. It was a lot of fun last year. I like fireworks. That's one thing I miss about China is when I lived in China, when they celebrate New Year's, they have fireworks and they have all the cool fireworks that are like illegal where I live. And people like during the New Year's festival, it's like 10 days, and they start fireworks like early in the morning or firecrackers, and they go all like to like late at night. You can hear them, and they do those big long strings of the red ones. They just go forever and ever, never-ending fun. China knows how to have a great festival for 10 days. It made me miss it a lot when I came back to the States. And it made like all of our celebrations seem pale in comparison. I think like we have, Christmas, which is one day. We got Thanksgiving, which is one day, and Easter, and sure we have a Super Bowl and the World Series, which is kind of like a holiday, but we don't have anything where you celebrate for 10 days. And the nice part is you have so much time to have fun in a 10-day period. And you can get all of the obligatory, like, family stuff, if you done, like, if you got to go see a family member that is not your favorite, you can go spend a day doing that and still have 9 days to do other fun things. I highly recommend, although I probably shouldn't say it because I think things are changing in China, but if you ever get a chance to go to China during Spring Festival, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, seeing how other cultures and stuff celebrate is a lot of fun. I would recommend it. Getting out of your own culture and society and seeing some other people have fun. Learn some new stories. I think the fun part about learning, you learn these new stories, but then you also learn um, the similarity in concepts of things being celebrated. And how each culture is like come to celebrate things like the harvest. Obviously, is a big one. Life and death, new birth. It's very fascinating. that was dumb. I should have stopped at 14. I just really wanted that last one. What's up, Dixie Vixie? My weekend was good. Very chill. You have a good weekend? Did you master all those maps yet? I mean, now, oh, not close. It's so confusing. Oh man, yeah, learning new maps can be rough, especially if you play and there's a lot of campers that find like the best camping spots while you're trying to move around, and it takes you a minute to figure out where they're camping. Yeah. Well, some people it's an obsession, and some people are just better at remembering, spaces and stuff. That's a place where some people excel. They just have a good mind for that. Good ability to visualize the 3D space. So it's interesting to me, like skills that people don't really know they have until they play video games. Like that ability, the ability to remember a 3D space and to hold it in your mind and stuff is is not a skill like that you would know that you had if you weren't playing video games. I didn't know that I was inverted in the way that I looked at things. I played games. I have to invert the axis when I play like console games, and I didn't know that. Inverted. It's when you play, um, like with a joystick, with like thumbsticks. I look up. I pull back to look up, and I push down to look down. Versus most people do the opposite. They push down. They push down to look up, and they pull back to look down. It's one of those funny things. It's like when you play or when you surf, you find out that you're goofy foot. So not only am I inverted on my controller, but I'm goofy foot when I surf and snowboard or skateboard. Or when I kick a soccer ball, my dominant foot is different from everyone else's as well. The place for being goofy foot though, I'm not left-handed. I am right-handed. My mom is left-handed, but I'm right-handed. I I am able to do a lot with my left hand though. So I'm not ambidextrous, but there's a lot of tasks I can still do fairly well with my left hand. When I shoot pool, I can shoot pool equally as good with my left hand as my right. The only problem is I'm not good at pool, so it doesn't do me any good to be able to shoot badly with both hands. But I can hold a pool cue and shoot just fine with both. Did you know that a disproportionate amount of American presidents are left-handed compared to like the ratio of left-handed people to right-handed people in the world? There's more presidents that are left-handed than should be. I don't know what that means about our American presidents, but the area where being goofy foot helps me the most though is boxing. Boxing, being goofy foot, I don't struggle as much as other people with putting my left foot forward to box. It was always very natural to me. So that fighting stance comes very natural. I've dabbled in a lot of sports. But I only really excel in contact sports. I'm horrible at throwing the ball. I misjudge distances a lot. Like, so if I'm playing basketball, I'm not a good judge of my strength, so I will very often shoot too hard. But it's funny is even though I'm not good at calculating the arch or shooting basketball. I am good at shooting. Like I can hit a target with a gun successfully, but just something about that judging strength is like the hardest part for me. The place where it is like the worst is when I'm doing things like if I'm like giving my wife a massage, like rubbing her feet or something. I won't pay attention to what I'm doing with my hands if I get distracted, and I'll easily go too hard. And I don't think I'm going hard, but I am. It's just I'm horrible at judging strength with my hands. I have to be really careful with my kids when we're wrestling to make sure that I don't grab them too hard. And like the part where I felt like the worst is whenever there's something like my kid is running out into the street or they're almost getting hit by a car or they're falling off something, I grab them like really hard um, without like realizing like how hard I'm grabbing them, and I have to like it's hard because you think they're gonna get hit by a car or they're falling off of something and you're like grabbing them back away from a ledge. So you have to think like, okay, like let's relax our grip, but you get scared. This is the 35 pounds, 15.88 kilograms. But despite having strong hands, I am a good, or over, not misjudging strength in hands, I do a good job of on the dance floor. I'm a very good lead. I never crank my partner's arms. I never dislocate their shoulders like some guys do. I'm never confusing about what I'm doing. Yeah, I dance. Not a lot. My wife doesn't dance. So my frequency of dancing is not like as much as it was at one point. But I like doing like swing dance. Primarily East Coast swing, but I can do West Coast swing. Just swing dancing. So like the 19, from like 1930s and 40s. And then I can do like more modern dances because that's just not hard. And the fun part is a lot of the twists and turns you do in swing, you can do in other things. But I love swing. I love going fast. That's the only part of my is like a must is a partner that can go quick. I love that. When I used to go on Friday nights, there was a swing hall where people go and swing dance, and I would like have like a couple of girls there that like could go fast. I'd be so excited when they were there because they could really like tear up the dance floor. And it was funny because one of them was like this older gal that was like in her 50s, and man, you could really go quick with her. She was super stable. It was a lot of fun. I need to go to eat soup. I love soups. Have a good day. All right, enjoy your soup. Thanks for stopping by, Dixie Vixie. Tell Copa hi. Oh, there he is. What's up, Copa? You you doing better at the maps? Dixie Vixie was saying those maps were still confusing. How's it going for you? What's up, man? Says Copa. Just cruising, trying to bust out these shoulders.